All right, let's step it up a notch. This is my favorite part of teaching functions right here. Okay? You can take f of anything. Okay, now what does that mean? So again, I'm going to be using this notation. This function, f of x is equal to 3x squared minus x. Okay? What is f of a heart? Somebody laughed. I see some smiles. What's f of a heart? Why am I? You'll see why I'm doing this. We're building up to some big ideas. We won't do it in this chapter, but when we start doing composition of functions, you'll see why I'm doing this. What is f of a heart? It's not love. That was Valentine's Day. That was before school started. We're moving up to St. Patrick's Day, so we'll do a clover next. What is f of a heart? Well, what's my input to this function? The heart. So all I need to do is use my rule and plug my input into my rule. So this is going to be equal to 3 heart squared minus a heart. That's all I did. I changed my x instead of x input here. So for every x in my rule, I changed it to whatever my input was. So you guys try it. What's f of a hat? 3 hat squared minus a hat. Okay? Now, one of the reasons why I'm doing this is so now this might seem a little bit easier. What is f of negative 1? 3. Just tell me what to write, and then we'll calculate it out. 3 negative 1 squared. Notice that since I said to myself negative 1, negative 1 is kind of like my hat, right? In this case. Since my hat squared, I got to remember I got to square the entire negative 1. So I'll put the negative 1 in parentheses. So 3 times a negative 1 squared minus, this minus comes from this function, minus a negative 1. Everybody okay with that so far? Now when you calculate it out, this negative 1 squared becomes positive times 3. This is another plus 1, so it is equal to 4. What is f of negative 3? Everyone try to do that one. I should ask, should I be using the mic? I generally feel like I talk loud enough, but this is a bigger room than I might be used to. Can you guys hear me back there? Usually? Try it out. Nah. I mean, if I need to, I will, but can you hear me generally? Okay. What is f of negative 3? 3 times a negative 3 squared minus a negative 3. So this is 3 times 9 plus 3, so this is equal to 30. How many of you got 30? All right. What about this one? F of x plus h. Now, for this one, you might want to kind of consider in your mind thinking, well, f of x is 3, then an x squared minus x. F of heart is 3 heart squared minus heart. F of hat is 3 hat squared minus hat. What is my heart or my hat in this case? Yes, so the whole thing here, this is my input. Okay? We're going to learn that this is called a binomial because it has two terms. It has an x and a plus an h. So then that means if I want to use my rule, this is equal to 3. Now, the whole thing is what's squared. So again, I have to remember to do x plus h squared. minus, okay, that minus comes from the rule, and then I have to remember to put the whole thing in parentheses again. And that's as far as we go with this example.